brought to you by International Truckload Services Incorporated, a great place to work. Tiger Tool, specialized tools since 1984. SE Freight Systems, the spirit of Ontario. Welcome to Trucker Television, celebrating life on the road. This week on Trucker Television, the load of the week with Ashley from Laidlaw Tank, and the legends of trucking with Cecil from Krome Transport. Let's get large and in charge. Hi, I'm Angel with Trucker Television, and you are?
Hi, James Price.
Nice to meet you, James.
Nice to meet you.
So where are you from?
I'm from Davisburg, Michigan.
Michigan. So what brings you to Canada?
I was looking for a dedicated account with the company I drive for, and they said, well, you live in Michigan. How'd you like to go back and forth to Canada? And I said, yeah, change of scenery would be nice.
How long have you been driving for?
Year and, what's it been, 8 months, 9 months, something like that? I don't know.
Is it long haul?
Started out long haul, 48. Went in every state except for North Dakota and the lower 48. And went into Canada a couple of times. They asked me, hey, you want to do want to go into Canada more often? I said, yeah. So
what are you driving?
386 Peterbilt. Got a Cummins ISX 1500 10-speed transmission.
Oh, you know your truck.
Yeah. Always been a Peterbilt fan, so.
Yeah. And so where are you headed now?
The load is going down to Illinois. I don't really remember where. Working a dedicated account. I work out of Woodhaven, Michigan. We got a drop yard there. Over-the-road drivers come in, drop loads in Canada, or drop loads in Woodhaven. I run it up into Canada and back. So that's about as far as I'll be going.
Well, you got quite the day ahead of you then.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for talking with us.
Hey, you're welcome.
Up next, Load of the Week with Ashley from Laidlaw Tank. Closed captioning by Laidlaw Tank LP.
Drywall got slow in the wintertime in Bancroft, so, and that whole, when I was starting to think about trucking and stuff, that's when I decided, well, I might as well try trucking school, and got offered on the table from Dave, and he's like, do you get your license, and we'll talk afterwards, you know. So we went out here to Belleville and stayed with Kathy, Jenny's mom, and stayed out here for a couple months, and money was tight all summer long, just living off pennies, doing the truck school, not working. So I got a grant from the government to do the truck driving. Yeah, I got Jenny and Evan and Aiden, my lads, 4 and 2. The older boy there, he's right into junior kindergarten. Loving life. Things are pretty good, I can say. Yeah. Make it work. Well, you know, it all depends on how much you apply yourself at home and at work and where you divvy up your time. Like, I can always tell, because me and Jenny have been together for so long, that I can always tell when she's had enough, you know. And then that's when you say, no, I can't work. I need the weekend off. Need to be home a little bit more, you know. You just tell them, they work with you. And it's one of the good things about it. It's not like you're forced out into the street to work, or you're not forced to work, you know. You work at your own pace kind of thing, and, you know, that's one of the benefits of it, I think. Like, if you need the money and you want to work, well, go ahead, you know. That's what you get paid to do. Like, you cover more ground, you're going to make more money. If you want to get home sooner, you're going to do what you can to get home, right? Oh, it took a lot to get used to it, because I was home every night with all my other jobs, but she knew that what it was for, and the outcome of it, you know, like me not being home every night meant I was working, meant I was making money, and we were going to be a little better off come that next couple weeks, until things got caught up. So, and she's kind of got used to it now, so it took a little while, but now that when I'm working weekends or gone, she just, oh, well, that's too bad. We'll make plans for when you're back home, and then we make it count. When I'm home, I make it count. It's not like I'm gone all the time. There's probably, since I've been here for the last 4 years, like almost 4 years, you know, there's been like 3 or 4 weeks where I was actually gone all week, not home. So I'm usually home all the time. Get home every other day, every 3 days, something like that. Yeah, I've been to Georgia a couple times with Laidlaw. And that was a beautiful run, running down the 75 and through Kentucky and everything, seeing the scenery and the landscape change as you go down, and been to Virginia and Illinois and Maine. get little messages here and there, you know, I miss you stuff, and it's kind of nice. Makes you feel appreciated. When we first came down here, she was pregnant with Aiden, and I was the only income, so I had to just go constantly. And you know, there's probably a lot of people that have been in that boat, and you know, they know the feeling. You know, it's all on your shoulders, but some people shine when it's like that. I don't mind the pressure, and gives you purpose and makes you feel good. You know.
Two of us drive together from St. Thomas.
I guess all the years I've complained he's never home, so we fixed it. Now we're just not home together.
I think driving's the easiest part of it to me. It's the unloading and the loading responsibilities behind the dangerous goods, and meeting deadlines on time, and appointments and loading.
Fighting weather and traffic.
We talk back and forth and help each other out if one's having a problem or finding a location, or it's called teamwork, I guess. If someone's having a problem, they'll give you a call and find out what your experience has been at that location, or if there's been any challenges, or try to keep the customer happy.
It's like a working vacation. We've been places together that we couldn't have probably gone otherwise. So it is nice.
After the break, Legends of Trucking with Cecil of Krome Transport.
Trucks today are like Cadillacs compared to what I drove.
Yeah. What was the first truck you ever drove?
That was, oh God, that was back in the 40s.
Yeah. It was probably a Mack.
No, it was, as a matter of fact, it was an International.
Oh.
And I was working with my uncles and my father in the fruit business. We used to haul produce from Leamington, Harrow, you know where that is?
Yeah.
And we used to bring it into Toronto to the market, and the uncles here in Toronto used to sell it.
Oh, so it was family there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good to know.
And it was one uncle and my father and myself in Leamington, and we used to buy from the farmers. And then we'd load the trucks and ship them into Toronto.
Yeah.
And they dispose of the stuff. That went on for a lot of years. From Florida to Toronto by rail, it used to take a week for a carload of oranges to get into Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's 24 hours they're in Toronto.
Yeah.
Big difference. Highways are different too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to go there. The bridges in Georgia and Florida used to be wood. And when you went over them, you know. And they got a sign at the bottom of the bridge, gross weight 8,000 pounds. And you're going over with, I don't know, 80,000 payload. We had a lot of experience. And
So what did your father turn you on to Mack?
yeah, more or less.
Still have them in your family.
Yeah. No, the Macks have been a very, very good truck. We had, my father had three or four at the time he bought them. and they were wonderful compared to what we were driving. A lot of years. I drove all over, pretty much, to Florida, Chicago, New York, pretty much all over. And it's time to quit, so I quit. And now I'm taking it easy.
After the break, we're back with Ashley from Laidlaw Tank.
Gotta keep the truck looking nice and pretty, make everybody happy. Plus, like this girl here, you spend a lot of time in it, so you might as well keep her looking the way you want it. And, you know, keep the dirt off the ground, dash clean, mat clean, walk around in your sock feet. You don't have to, you know, just feel comfortable. You can't find those answers, and by heaven, stretch to the pen. Oh, I'd much rather prefer to drive during the day, you know. It's nice to drive when the sun's up. Big thing out now is the satellite radio. You have radio all night, all day long. You know, depends on what you're into, talk shows or music, whatever. Crank that up. You know, you got the TV, talk to people. You know, telephone, stuff like that. Plus, it's pretty hard to it's a lot different than driving a car, you know, like the truck. There's a lot more going on in a truck than in a car. I always notice that, like 4-hour car drive is just like, but a lot different in a truck. Yesterday we put in, what, a 11-hour day, you know, just like that. So 800 clicks or so yesterday. Just another day at the office. Like when I trained here in Belleville, that's what I trained on, a van trailer. And I hated it. You can't see around them. Like even if you look in the back mirror, you can almost see the middle of the road, not 20 feet behind you. Just from looking in your mirrors, because the tanks are rounded. So you can see between the fenders and the tank, you can see what's behind you. Easier backing up, and it's not just a big box, It's just preference more than anything, but... Yeah, there's a little more work pulling hoses and loading yourself and gauging and all that stuff, but same as everything else, there's always, you know, you got to slide your axles with a van trailer, whereas these ones are set in place, so you got to be careful where you load. And there's little niches to everything, you know, like the vans, the flatbeds, you can move your load on a flatbed. Well, these you have to load certain holes. If it's a heavy product, you got to keep it at the back of a trailer. You load the middle, all depending on what the product is. But you always just ask the old boys, and they always tend to help you out. They don't mind sharing a little bit of knowledge. And a lot of places, they do gauge it on themselves or belt it on, or, you know, it's not all like that. Some places are, you know, you gotta watch your gauges, but like you cement loads and stuff like that, you're loading on a scale. It's pretty smooth stuff. And you know, it's kind of nice when you're loading and unloading, and you get out of the truck, you get your legs stretched for an hour or two. It doesn't usually take over 2 hours to deliver a load of just about anything, really, unless you got a really big blow, like a really long ways to blow or something like that. You know, it always falls back on the driver, because you're the one writing the lines. You're the one that keeps driving. You know, so a dispatcher can tell you when to get somewhere or when they want you there, but it's up to you to say, well, I can't do it, or, you know, I got to stop. I'm out of hours. It's always good to give them a little bit of notice, like if you know you can't be there in time, kind of thing. You know, sometimes it's not appreciated or they don't like it, but you got to do it. It's just part of the ball game.
Next week, Load of the Week, Legends of Trucking, and our coolest segment, Rig of the Week. Call us, email us, send us a picture of your rig, and it might be on national television. Trucker Television is brought to you by Locomo Systems, Transportation Specialist, Tourism Quebec, La Belle Province, Nortruck, bringing you the best of both worlds.
Coming home, we walk